Well, hello. Just quickly, some energy. Okay, so we're all tired. Everything is so heavy. We are in the full moon in Aquarius energy, which is here. Tomorrow's the 8/8 portal. There's a lot happening, and it's all good, but it feels really heavy and really slow. And remember, Mercury's still in retrograde. So we have about a couple more weeks to reflect and refine. However, these next 3 days, 8, 9, 10, are something is coming, something is brewing. And it's already happening. You already know exactly what it is. But these next 3 days are going to bring insight, intuition for it, wisdom in regards, answers, questions, new transmutations of energy. The most important thing that we can do over these next I'm going to say 2 weeks, we have to just surrender, worry, fear, all of that. Because those are sticks we're adding to a beaver dam that we don't need in the flow of our energy. So fear, worry, anger, all of this type of energy is a lower frequency and it will keep your frequency lower, and it will keep your channel. There will be a beaver dam in there. Your channel won't be clear. And when your channel is clear and your vessel is able to receive, you will. And it will happen in so many ways. And I have to tell you, when people start working with me and we start having the deep spiritual conversations, when we start getting into the heaviness of our lives, in my sessions, or even as a friend to me, things shift for people. And I don't say that because like I'm tooting my own horn or anything. Like, I facilitate growth in people. I'm a facilitator. I'm a channel. Source helps me be a facilitator for people, because in those moments, I am clear. I am doing what I love doing most. And when you are in joy, when you are in that space of like love, you're in it, you're focused, it's something you enjoy, your channel is open. And this is a perfect example. When my clients, we do a trade, and I saw her a couple days ago. Yesterday, she comes to me at the office and she says, the craziest thing just happened to me. And I was like, what? And she said she was in Sprouts, and she was just like on an aisle looking for her thing, and whatever the music was playing, she can't even remember. She was just like jamming out, just being in the moment, feeling it. I got goosebumps. Her frequency was high in that moment because she was not in worry and fear. And the things that she's been dealing with are weighing very, very, very heavy on her heart, and she is not sleeping. Her mind, her neck is like locked because her brain won't stop. And I told her, all is as it should be. I've been saying this to everyone and to myself. All is as it should be. Because over the next few weeks, things are transpiring, and Mercury retrograde is slowing things down right now for us to reflect and refine. And remember, Chiron in retrograde has to do with our deepest wounds, our entire life. There's something that has plagued us over and over and over again, and it's baked into your chart. Find out where Chiron is in your chart and what that means. So she's just grooving away, and out of nowhere, these two women come down the aisle. And they say, you have really good energy. This is for you. And they give her this little pouch, like a felt leather soft pouch, like the size of your hand. And she doesn't open it. She can't even think about what's going on or how weird it is. She's just like, you're surprised. You're like, what the heck? So she takes it, she gets back to home or whatever, and she opens it, and it's a necklace. It's a gold necklace. It's a gold necklace of Archangel Shemuel. And that is not insignificant for her specifically. And so it's gold. And she looks it up online, and it's a whole website. And the women who run this website are the women who gave this to her in the middle of this Sprouts. And I tell her, get a magnet, because I think it's real gold. And if it's real gold, it's worth over $6,000. And if it's not real gold, it's plated and it's still worth over $300. And regardless of what it's worth, that is a message from the universe. Just like that Panda Express fortune that I saw laying on the pavement yesterday that said, you embody selflessness. The universe will talk to us in the most random, unexpected ways when our channel is clear, when we're not constantly worried, when we're not constantly in fear, when we're not constantly like, this sucks, that sucks, fuck that, fuck them. Do you know what I'm saying? Right now, the one thing I can tell you is we have to surrender. We have to let go and radically accept everything that is right now as it is, because everything is as it should be in this moment of time. And I know we want to like rock it off and we feel it like it's there, something's coming. But we have to reflect and refine, because the next few weeks, and especially these next 3 days leading up to the 11th, which the 11th is going to be something, you're going to get a realization, you're going to get a light bulb, something in your physical realm is going to like blow you away if it hasn't already. So take stock of what's been happening and the little messages that maybe you've missed from the universe. But most importantly, we have to have a clear channel. I'm tired. Things are heavy. You're tired. Things are heavy. I know. Keep taking care of yourself. Get rest. If your brain is plagued, but when your head hits the pillow, sit up. Write all of that stuff down. Leave it on the paper. And let your mind rest and get some sleep, some real rest for your body. Eat good. I prepped as much food as I could so that I'm not eating like random things. Get outside, move your body, all of the things that we need to grow. You're a plant. We're a biological being. We need sunlight. We need water. We need food. We need rest. You know what I mean? Like even plants rest. They have a schedule too. So we can't be in fear and worry right now, which is definitely easier said than done, and that's okay. But don't worry about that either. Just let it go. Like do things that make you feel joy, make you happy. I like grocery shopping. I like being in grocery stores, like riding my bike, and when you're doing things to ensure that your channel is open and that your frequency is high and that you're not even on a small level adding twigs to the beaver dam, you're super present in what you're doing. You're super present in what you're doing and how it feels, how it makes you feel. And that's when your frequency stays high and your channel is open to receive messages from the universe, or insights, wisdom, intuition, or peripherally you hear something from somebody sitting at a table next to you. Someone mentions a book. Someone mentions numerology. These are the things we have to pay attention to, and I'm going to add with this full moon in Aquarius, that means we are paying attention to things that are different than what we're used to. Because a full moon is about shifting and releasing. So do things differently. Hear things differently. Something like I said, like if you're at a table and you're eating and You know, you can hear, I'm not telling you to eavesdrop, but what I'm saying is you'll get it. If you're telling yourself, I'm going to be aware and I'm going to pay attention and I'm going to receive the messages the universe wants to give me, you'll notice them. And they come in so many different ways. Number sequences, a number that's significant to you, time sequences, messages on the ground in chalk, you know, like people in the store, music playing in a store, like everything is something. Nothing is just like, pay attention. It's for you in some way. You'll receive it if it's for you in some way. So just like let go, surrender, and do your best to take care of yourself and your rest, your well-being, and pay attention. I'm going to pull 2 cards or from a couple of decks to see how we can be supported in this energy. Like, I just looked at the clock right now as I'm filming this and it said 11:11. What the heck? So that for me means I'm on the right track. And me doing these videos, like, I don't even know who sees them, I do know if anyone sees them. My Instagram tells me how many people have seen them. But I couldn't care less if people respond, follow, acknowledge. This is something I'm meant to do. And not only that, people tell me every single day how much I help them in some way or another. And for me, being as connected to Source as I am makes everything I do so worthwhile, no matter how inconvenient it might be. Did you see that? I was looking at the time. I gotta leave for work soon. No matter how inconvenient the timing might be, or whatever the energies are. And I can't believe that I've been given the gifts that I've been given to be able to help others have a better quality of life. I don't take that lightly. It's an honor. And I just, no matter what people say, I say thank you with great appreciation, but it's just part of me and it's not a show. Let's see what that one was. All right, everyone. Recovery into grace. This card is Gorge. Recovery into grace. And the number 13, if that might be significant to you. And I just looked at the thing again and it said 1313. Recovery into grace. We have to stop being so hard on ourselves about everything. We're human beings. Give yourself some grace. Give yourself some space. Recovery into grace. Let go. Receive. Allow yourself to be human. I'm so flabbergasted by that. And then on the back of the deck, it's just right in line. Honor thy worth. You are inherently worthy. You were born that way. Who you are, what you do for a living, how much money you have, the kind of car you drive, etc., 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 is not your value and worth. It's not your value and worth. Honor your worth. Be true to yourself. Because right now, being true to yourself, honoring yourself, giving yourself grace over these, especially next 4 days, 2 weeks, things are going to start flowing in. Information, wisdom, insight, etc. Even in your physical, external, 3D area, realm. Okay, I've got one more deck. This is longer than 15 minutes. I'll be able to edit it, I guess. That's all right. It is what it is. Everything is as it should be. Everything is as it should be. Let's see. What's this deck? Of course. Transformation. And 19, if that means anything to any of you. I mean, I get some kind of a transformation card out of any deck I pull all the time. Transformation doesn't happen if we don't let it. Stagnancy happens. So surrender the worry, the fear, all of it. Honor who you are. Honor who you are. Give yourself grace. Allow yourself to be human. And I'm always saying this, be in joy. Do some things all day long that you love. We don't love everything all day long. We just don't. We can't. But what we can do is stop complaining about it in our heads while we're doing it. What we can do is we can be so present while we're doing it. It's not that bad. You know what I mean? I just 30, if that means anything to anyone. There is only light inside you. There's only light inside of you. If there's a projection externally of you that is of low frequency, judgmental, hateful, constantly complaining, never happy, that's not your light. That's your ego. That's you focusing solely on yourself and not external, like being of service, being a kind human. You're too self-centered, self-involved, self-focused. I don't mean that in like those ways, but you're too focused on like in here and what's not going right or what you don't like. That's not your light. That's not. The only thing in here is light. And all we have to do is remember that. All we have to do is radically accept what is happening in our lives and keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. We're tired. I know it's so hard. But the more I move, the more I stay grounded, stay focused, exercise, the more I have some kind of a structure, the easier these times are, the heavy times. And by heavy, I don't mean just like the world at large. I mean, that's a given. I mean, when the planets are doing what they're doing in this short period of time, and then Mercury retrograde, Chiron retrograde, it's heavy right now. And so we have to honor your worth, you, who you are, not the projection that you want people to judge you as, because it looks better, or it's all external, it's all false, it's all a facade, it's all superficial. We are not that. You're only light. Be that light. When you do that, things start to change. These next days, there's so much transformation happening, and I'm ready for something to shift. So when I'm doing these, I'm also talking to myself. I need to let go of the reins, which is hard for this Capricorn, because this full moon in Aquarius is going to things are going to transpire differently. Things are moving differently. You're going to receive messages differently. So we have to let go of the reins. We have to honor who we are. We have to honor our well-being. And we have to know that all is well at this time and everything is as it should be. Reflect, rest, refine, be in a high frequency. You know, be aware of your thoughts. You know, I say it all the time. My brain hijacks me constantly. I'll catch myself in some kind of a thought process or saying something that I did not initiate, and it is of a lower frequency. And so when you are able to be aware and stop those things in their tracks, you're actually changing a brain pathway. That's science. I'm not just saying that. That's for real. So become hyper aware of your unconscious actions, doings, thoughts. Be aware. I do this. Let's say I'm riding my bike and there's obviously people on the boardwalk. We're all allowed to be there. But yesterday I caught myself saying in my head, this is America. We do things on the right side of the road. What? Relax, girl. Relax. Honor thyself. Where is it? I lost him. Oh, give yourself some grace because you're only human, and honor your worth. And when you honor your worth and you give yourself some grace, you're honoring the worth of everyone else, and you're giving everyone else grace. So be good to yourself, therefore you'll be good to others. 222 on the thing. I'm done. Bye.